It doesn't matter if you are Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, or Steve Jobs, setting up a business without making mistakes is impossible.
Starting a business is like juggling flaming torches, exciting and terrifying. And even if you read every business manual there is, you can still expect a few surprises. What do you wish you'd known before starting your business? We ask the experts.
1. There's an old adage, just assume it's going to cost twice as much and take twice as long. So whatever you build, right, there's an old adage with that. And there's a lot of truth behind that statement. And so when you build out your own projections, I encourage you, build it conservative. It's easy to make the projections and pro formas look big and fun and exciting, but do the homework. What are competitors selling the products or services for in your local area? Do you think that there's a demand for it? And doing that research and building your own business plan along the way is going to be really, really important.
2.
I think in this day and time, for somebody to succeed in business, it's really putting your whole heart into it and realizing that building a business isn't going to happen from 9 to 5. I have had to step outside of my comfort zone, outside of the boxes that I would normally have never wavered from. Like me putting up a billboard 10 years ago for the entire town to see was the most terrifying thing that I've ever done. And I cried about it and I'm not a crier, cried about it for weeks before it actually went up. And I was just mortified the day that it went up, even though it was beautiful. My children hated me for months. I would say that really plan out and think about what you're going to do and what you want to do and what you actually enjoy. If you don't enjoy what you do, the money really doesn't matter as much. And it sucks going to work every day.
3.
There's no business without my body. And that sounds so silly, right? Because I'm a talking head with a body. But honestly, I wish not only knew that, but heard that more and let that actually be a priority to me. Because I think, honestly, as an entrepreneur, you're constantly on a path to self-discovery, because how can you be as crazy to do what you do unless you are on one? But I honestly wish that I learned I need to take care of my body first. I really do, because I don't know how much stress I experienced in my first couple of years, and I'm grateful I went through it because I've learned. But I wish I knew, hey, there's another way of doing this. And now that I know, I'm doing it.
4.
Or as an entrepreneurial leader, you have to get over the fact of being liked. But as a people person, which is hopefully what you all are, as part of this audience, you're desiring to attract both clients and staff to come and work for you. You're all about getting people to like you. And so how do you reconcile those two? You have to reconcile those two, in my mind, around our number one value, which is honorable. We do right for right's sake. If I could go back and tell Dan of 10 years ago what Dan of 10 years now forward knows, it's that it goes both ways. Honorable also involves honorable to yourself, which means an unwillingness to allow yourself to be walked on. That could be walked on through a client that's not paying their bills on time. That could be walked on through an employee that just can't quite seem to get it right. There have been too many times where we've tried to be a good partner, both internal and external, to a fault and to damage to the organization. And what happens when you allow that to happen is you hurt everybody else. And so I like to say that Valentium Charities is closed. We no longer do work for free. and that's in the format of if you're not going to pay and pay on time, then we're going to shut that down. And we do it way more diligently than we ever did in the past.
5.
First step you have to take is realize it's not about you. If you're going to scale an organization, it's actually about instilling it into everyone else. That'll help inside your organization create the scale. So I think it first starts with people. Number 2, then you have to have the vision. You have to have something that we're all fighting for. What is that North Star? What are we going to do no matter what it takes to keep solving towards that North Star? And then 3, systems and processes. Everybody loves to build systems, but they forget to build the guardrails. People, human capital, make errors. It is hard to scale a business with people, and almost every business is required to scale with people. So people, vision, systems in a circle around guardrails.
The Best of Business show is brought to you by the Bassa Awards. The Bassa Awards exist to recognize, reward, and promote exceptional small businesses. We run 4 award programs: Best of America, Best of Australia, Best of Canada, Best of UK. Remember, it's strictly for small businesses only. Nominate your business today.